Is YouTube a lead generation strategy you're using for your digital agency today? If it's not, why not? Let's get you started with YouTube. Hi, my name's Damien Papworth. I'm from a company called Globotel. At Globotel, we're here to help you design your digital agency so it delivers. And when we say deliver, we don't just mean for your clients, we mean for you, the digital agency owner, so you can build the income and the life that you want. That's after all why you're coming to business, isn't it? Today I have something a little bit different for you, something a little bit special. You're going to love it. Liz Germain, a good friend of mine, YouTube strategist, she's amazing at what she does. She's agreed to do an interview. So in this video today, I'm going to ask Liz Germain all the things that you need to know to get your YouTube strategy going so it delivers leads for you week in, week out. So at the recording of this video, we're actually in the middle of the coronavirus, the COVID-19 virus pandemic. It's still a pandemic. We have a growing economic crisis on our hands at the moment. If YouTube marketing is not something you're doing today, this is one positive step forward that you can implement for your digital agency and speak to your clients about implementing for their businesses. In my community of digital agencies, I'm pushing, encouraging everyone to try to beat this economic challenge by taking overwhelming positive action. Here's one step that you can take for your business to make sure it's still here at the end of this downturn. In fact, to make sure it's still here at the end of any downturn. If you're a digital agency owner here on YouTube today though, looking for ideas on how you can build a better, more sustainable, more profitable digital agency, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. We're coming to you every single Monday with new videos, new ideas, new insights on how to create an amazing digital agency. Now to our video. Hi everyone, I have Liz Germain with me today. Hi Liz, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
Great, thanks. So if you're seeing this on YouTube, you can have a look straight away. If you're having a look at this interview on one of our other social media platforms, Liz has helped us a lot over recent months with our YouTube channel. So we've got a YouTube channel, Globotel TV. She's really helped us basically from scratch. We actually got, long story, we got hacked, we got all our videos removed. At that point, I said, let's do YouTube properly, engage with Liz, helped us with the design of the overall channel, helped us with, all the SEO elements of how to target our videos and what topics to present on. And basically from the moment we got hacked and lost all our videos, it's probably got 2 months now, 3 months, something like that, 3 months.
2.5 months.
Yeah, so we've had a 100% increase in the number of subscribers on our videos. Our monthly views has gone up by about 300%. So that's, and it just looks smashing. So I love the way it's designed too. We had a bit of a chat about that yesterday. At the recording of this, we're at the start, I think, the early days of the COVID-19 coronavirus crisis in business. Obviously, we're not going to talk about the virus itself, but big crisis in business, and that's part of this video. But a lot of it's also about YouTube generally. So yeah, Liz. Firstly, let's have a quick chat about YouTube generally. Why is it that my clients are digital agencies? They have businesses. Why is YouTube such a good marketing channel? I mean, most people will think about a networking breakfast and SEO in our network, or maybe Facebook ads. Why is YouTube, particularly the organic side of it, such an amazing, marketing channel for small businesses?
Yeah, well, here's the thing, like right now we're in very interesting times. So from where I'm sitting and the data and the analytics that I'm looking at, YouTube is above and beyond one of the best things that you can do for your business right now, because everyone's home, everyone's trying to figure out how to stay safe, healthy, informed, and busy, keep their time busy right now, with being indoors and all of that. And even beyond that, even outside of, a global pandemic, YouTube, I'm a big fan of YouTube. And the reason being is because, especially if you understand SEO, YouTube is a search engine. It's the second largest search engine in the world. A lot of people with online businesses, I highly recommend having a multi-platform strategy with your marketing. And to give you a little bit of background of how I got into doing this stuff, my first online business started almost 8 years ago now. And it was a health and fitness business for women. And we did all the things. We did Pinterest, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Snapchat, like literally everything. We had our mailing list going, we had a blog going. And a couple of years back, my partner in that business got married. She left the business. And when that happened, obviously losing half of the leadership team, I had to really get strategic around, okay, what am I going to do with this? We did a full-on company audit to see where all of our leads and sales were coming in the most from, our various marketing efforts. And what I found back then, a couple of years ago, was that YouTube and Pinterest, above and beyond, not just for that year that she left the team, but for the entire business length of time, YouTube and Pinterest were the top lead generating sources and also had the highest conversion rates for leads turning into sales and customers. And I started getting really curious, why is that? Because we were doing a lot of Facebook ad campaigns. We were doing a lot of Instagram marketing at the time. And when I really looked at the metrics and the data, I got really curious. Why is it that YouTube and Pinterest are, blowing these other platforms out of the water, even when we're paying Facebook to run our ad campaigns and all that? And what I discovered, and this is when I really started to figure out, oh my God, organic search traffic is invaluable, especially when it's video based. What I found is that Pinterest and YouTube specifically are search platforms. It's very different than what I now calls slot machine apps, like time-bound platform apps like Facebook, Instagram, etc., where people are on there just scrolling and scrolling and scrolling and having conversations. And, they're not necessarily on there to solve problems, to fix their challenges, to get solutions for the things that they really need. And coming from a marketing standpoint, as business owners, we all have a responsibility to solve our ideal clients' problems. And so if you understand the language of SEO already, you're already ahead of the game. But YouTube is one of the best platforms to be able to apply that information and apply that knowledge to be able to actually pull in targeted ideal clients, create relationships with them 24/7, 365, because YouTube is an evergreen platform also due to the nature of its search platform capabilities. It's not like, Facebook, Instagram, they have time-bound platforms. Everything is a 24-hour timeline. It's constantly updating. You're constantly competing with all these other people. If you understand SEO and how to bring in organic traffic through the YouTube platform, you can essentially create a prospecting machine, a place where you can pull in organic evergreen leads 24/7, 365, even while you sleep. And so I started to get really passionate about that. And over the next couple years after that transition in my last business, I did take some time off and I had all this YouTube money. So I was like, all right, well, I'll figure this out as I go. And during that time off, I got at least 24 entrepreneurs and online coaches and business owners asking, how are you doing what you're doing? And I'm like, well, we have these automated funnels. We have search traffic coming in all day, every day from YouTube. And so I started hearing the same question over and over of, how do you monetize YouTube? How do you actually use it as a platform to generate leads, sales, and revenue for your business? And ever since then, especially right now, I was just looking at some of the analytics for what's happening, not just on my own first YouTube channel, but also right now we're helping support other people and other online businesses, coaches, entrepreneurs, artists, musicians, SEO experts, web developers, whoever wants to grow and monetize YouTube. We help support them now. We have a handful of clients that I just went through today and looked at all of the analytics on views, subscribers, watch time, and they are all like exponentially growing. My personal channel last week was up 45% in views. This week, it's now up 153%.
Wow.
With views. And obviously with people staying home, everybody's on their computers and their phones trying to figure out how to stay busy, how to stay healthy, how to stay safe, how to stay informed. And the opportunity right now, it's always good on YouTube because again, it's a great investment in your business. It's owned by Google, so it's not going anywhere. But right now, especially, we're in a specific time window where more people are at home, more people are engaged. The market is really looking to these online video platforms to get information to stay healthy, safe, and sane.
Now let's just pause there for a sec, because there's a couple of really amazing ideas there. Obviously, we've got coronavirus now, which is super topical. But the first idea is two types of marketing. You have the marketing that's like news feed, that it keeps running and running and running. And every time you do something, you're at the top. Within a couple of hours, you're gone and you have to put it up the top again. So Facebook ads are the same. You've got to keep paying money to get it in front of people. Google ads are the same. But with YouTube, you're building real estate. You're not on that news feed. You're actually building real estate that people can go back and find when they're looking in their time to solve a problem they've got. One of my, so that's really, really different concept to know. And it's like everything you do on YouTube is going to stay there and potentially be found later. If you turn off your Facebook ads, it's gone. It's finished. All the effort, all the investment is finalized. So really, really important concept. The second thing, related to the coronavirus situation today, people looking to solve their immediate challenges today. One of the guys I know in my wider network, he founded a massive franchise here in Australia called Donut King. One of the things he says in his business is prepare for, the law of unintended consequences. And what he's talking about there is, when the world throws you a curveball like we've been hit with today, how are you going to actually tell people how you're solving their problems? And if you're prepared in advance for that, we have one of our playlists is a recession-proof digital agency. That's attracting views now because people are expecting that. So I had that prepared already. And, what are these curveballs? I don't think that necessarily global pandemic is a curveball that we'd all be thinking about to prepare content for. But there's certainly, correlations with what's going on today, which are reasonably common economic factors. So what can you build into your strategy so when that happens, it's already there and you don't have to put ads up to, or you don't have to prepare content, it's actually already there. So really cool insights at the with general business with what's going on today. So, but let's dig a little bit further into what's going on today. So just 158% increase.
153%. Yeah.
Yeah, 153% increase.
This week alone.
This week alone.
Last week it was a 45% increase. Now it's 153% increase. I expect that that's going to continue to rise.
You're right, absolutely. So what are the key aspects? Key aspects to me are obviously people are being told to stay at home in various aspects, or to isolate socially, or distance themselves socially. One of the key things I think is whenever there's something that people are unaware of, they're looking for someone to lead them. They're looking for, they're getting caught up in like the fear-based stuff and the panic-based stuff is very, very addictive to get involved in, but they're also looking for positivity, the next step forward. What's the next step forward? And where do they look for that these days?
That's honestly, if there's ever been a time for online business owners, entrepreneurs, coaches, etc., to step up and to actually step into that leadership role, now is the time for that. I want to make it really clear too, even though my personal channel is up 153% in viewership this week alone. As I was looking through channels across all industries, whether it's mental health, whether it's self-publishing, whether it's, business and finance, mentorship, whether it's SEO and web development, whether it's health and nutrition, we've seen massive increases across the board this past week. Some including getting 8,000 more views than usual. One client got 20,000 more views than usual in the last week. Another client, a smaller channel, got almost 2,000 more views than usual. The numbers, I just posted about this on Facebook, so I'm happy to share those stats with you and those screenshots. But what I can definitely say is typically what we recommend our clients do is to stay consistent with a once per week video posting on YouTube. There's a couple of reasons we recommend that as a general practice. Number one, it helps the YouTube algorithm actually know that you are a current channel and that your content is going to be continuing to be consistent, because we have to think about YouTube as a business as well. Same with Google. Any social media platform or search engine, their intention is to provide the best possible content for the users on the other side of the screen. So typically our best practices usually are to stay consistent with the once per week posting with their YouTube videos. However, based on what's happening and based on the world landscape and based on the fact that there's this influx of eyeballs looking for content to help serve them, keep them entertained, all of those kind of different factors with everyone staying at home with what's happening in the world.
Yeah.
We actually have reached out to every single one of our clients and told them right now is the time, if you have the capacity, to post at least 2 to 3 videos a week. because
Yep.
the views are up, the subscribers are up, the watch time is up. And what all of that does, especially if you're posting consistent content for people who are hungry for it, is it's going to help increase the watch time on your channel. It will tell the YouTube algorithm your user experience signals, whether that's likes, comments, views, subscriptions, etc. All those different user experience signals are telling the YouTube algorithm, this is a good channel. This is keeping people on the YouTube platform. Start pushing it through the YouTube algorithm. So we've recommended that every single client and student that we work with starts right now, if you have the capacity to do it, to not just post that once weekly video, but to ramp it up as much as possible and really start serving every single platform that you have and funneling people towards that YouTube platform to help take, I don't want to say take advantage, because honestly, at the end of the day, it is about leadership. There is so much fear and so much uncertainty, and there's so much happening in the world right now. And my heart really does go out to everyone that's struggling or feeling anxiety or has lost their job, their income has dipped. I mean, this is like an unprecedented event that none of us have seen before. And so I have, utmost respect and utmost compassion for what's happening for every single human on this planet right now. And also at the same time, there has been no better time to step up and to lead and to serve audiences using online video. And in my personal network, I'm sure this is the same with you, I know so many brilliant people with gifts and talents and skills and expertise, especially the experts in their industry. Like, if you've been putting YouTube and online video in the back burner, let this be the wake-up call for you. Let this be the moment that you realize, like, this is no longer a negotiable thing. The way that the world is moving, and especially with what's happening right now is the time to be a leader. Now is the time to master the roadblocks that have been in your way to maybe prevent you from taking the leap, so to speak. I see a lot of people that come to me when they don't really know much about YouTube or how it works. And there is a big fear factor. There's a big intimidation curve that is like, well, I don't really know. I don't really have these subscribers over there yet. But don't let that fear hold you back from sharing your gifts, your talents, your skills, and your expertise with the world, because the world needs it now more than ever, especially as people are shifting more into virtual models and watching more video online. People need support right now. And so this is a call to all leaders, to all experts, to really take this on and take it seriously, because this is, the time to shine, especially on YouTube. I'm looking at the data, I'm looking at the analytics every single day. I have never seen in my entire 8-year career of doing online marketing, I have never seen so many breakout terms as I'm seeing right now.
Yeah, wow.
And that's not just for coronavirus breakout terms, that's to be expected, but it's across the board, across industries, whether you're in stocks, whether you're in Airbnb or real estate, whether you're in health and fitness, there are massive spikes in search traffic right now. And so if you are a leader and a business owner and you have a service, a program, some sort of offering that can help to solve people's problems right now, like, now is the time to take advantage of this organic search traffic and this influx of people coming onto the internet, because we don't really have anything else to do right now. You know what I mean? Like, we're all at home. We all need help.
Yeah, so a couple of things there. Like, you might be, if you haven't dipped your toe in YouTube yet, you might be thinking, well, I don't know where to start. And the answer to that is simple. As Liz says, go into service. You should be speaking to your clients. If you're a digital agency, you should be speaking to every one of your clients twice a week at the moment, I think. Asking them how they need help, how they need assistance. They'll tell you what they're looking for. Just go and help them. Go and serve them. Your video topics will come up as you talk to your clients. One of the things, for example, we launched this week, there's some real businesses today who have stopped. Completely stopped. The events industry, the entertainment industry, hospitality is going down that same way. Talking to our clients, digital agencies, we put together an emergency fast-track website solution, so they can go to these clients and say, look, you need a pivot. If you don't pivot today, you're not going to have a business next week. We can have a website put together within a week, so you can pivot and send your clients to this new website, and you can keep moving. So new service, website within a week. We only put that together through conversations with our clients, and we launched it on YouTube. We launched it on YouTube with video in our social media, explaining everything about it, explaining how our clients should use it with their clients. That's how you start. Pretty simple. You can do all the nice stuff later, all the nice graphics and stuff like that. At the moment, it's what information are people looking for? Let's just get it to them fast track.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. I think there, again, with that learning curve, especially with YouTube and online video, there is this paralysis by perfectionism that people sometimes fall into.
Yeah,
And right now, the world does not care if it looks perfect. The world is like needing support, needing leadership, and the faster and the more intelligently you can innovate, the more we'll be able to serve people no matter what circumstance they're in. And I think that's incredible that you guys are doing that. We're also working behind the scenes 24/7 to put together solutions for people.
yeah,
Um,
absolutely.
yeah, because right now is like, hey, man, there's no time for fear. We have enough fear happening behind the scenes. As business owners, as entrepreneurs, as online experts, we have a responsibility to start teaching the world our ways. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like, a responsibility to step into those leadership roles and show people it's not as hard as you think it is. Let's start making solutions and stop focusing so much on like the fear and the uncertainty and the problems that are currently happening.
Yeah, 100%. And, YouTube down the track, a lot of it's about search traffic coming in. Always have the next step for people. We call it a call to action, but just the next step. What's the next step if they want help? But don't forget also that, one of the things, every time we've done a new video this week, we've actually shot it out to our entire database. Traffic can go the other way. You can use your email database. You can text it to people on your phone. If I put this video together, I hope it helps. You can put it on your social media with links in to send people to your YouTube and get things started that way. All right, so I think getting started with what would be some, like, if someone hasn't started YouTube at all, what would you suggest? How would you suggest they start?
So we actually have a free resource that is called the YouTube Growth Hacks Guide. It takes you through a 5-step simplified process of a checklist, essentially, of what you need to do to make sure your channel is not only set up correctly, but also optimized for SEO, for organic search traffic. So you can get that. I'm sure we'll link
Yeah, link.
yeah, we'll link it down below. So that would be a great first step. It's just a PDF guide. You can run through that, whether it's you or your team implementing those things. A couple of things that people don't typically think about, even when you're linking to your channel, there is a lesser known link that you can use on the end of the URL that actually confirms subscriptions instead of just sending them to the channel itself. So really a bunch of growth hacks for YouTube specifically to help increase your viewership, increase your subscribers, make sure that your channel messaging is clear for the marketplace, because we know what our businesses do, right? But the customer that we're trying to attract may or may not, based on our messaging and our marketing, know that that's what we do and that we are there to serve them. So making sure those little elements are really clear, your channel art, your profile picture, your about description, those are all opportunities to really communicate who it is you help and how you help them. So the YouTube Growth Hacks Guide, which we'll link down below this, will help support you in making sure that you are going through that 5-step process to make sure your channel is optimized and set up for SEO. The second resource that we have available currently to help people who are looking to attract this massive influx of eyeballs and organic traffic that's flooding over to YouTube is the Video Growth Course, which you yourself have taken.
Yeah.
Inside that course, it's a 4-module course that goes through the planning aspects. So that's all of the YouTube SEO, making sure everything is set up correctly, getting your keywords, mapped out. What we don't want to see people doing is just putting a camera on, filming a video, and then uploading it haphazardly. Because YouTube is a search engine, it's really important to put some time into the strategy, especially with the keywords that you're targeting. Like I said earlier, right now is a time where I have never in my career seen as many breakout terms on YouTube and Google.
Can
And
you just explain to everyone what does breakout term mean?
if you don't know what a breakout term is, essentially it's like, let's think about it from an events perspective. Let's say the World Cup is coming up, right? The search traffic on World Cup is going to be like this for most of the year. The month leading up to it, the search traffic starts to climb. The month of it, it spikes.
Yeah.
And then the month after it's over, it goes back to zero. So when we're talking about a breakout term, what we really mean is with keywords and from a search perspective, okay, everything's been low, low, low. All of a sudden there's rising terms, rising keywords that people start to search for more often. You want to get in front of those curves. So if you see a breakout term, whether it's on Google or YouTube, if you know about SEO, you know about breakout terms. But when you start to see those breakout terms, you want to get in front of the curve and create content to help serve that rising rising audience of search traffic before somebody else does, or before that search traffic goes back down. Okay, so no matter what, the planning phase of that course is going to help you identify which keywords should I be targeting, what should I be titling my videos, what do I write in the descriptions, what are the tags, and really understanding the YouTube specific SEO that you need to be looking at using YouTube keyword tools like TubeBuddy, vidIQ, keywords everywhere, really understanding that search traffic so you can get in front of that breakout term curve. The second module is all about production. So even if you don't know anything about producing videos for YouTube, we walk you through step by step. Where should your lighting be? How do you actually hook up your cameras? Making sure that you're actually filming your videos in a way that's saying the target keyword first, going into your hook, going into a very short branding segment, and then going into the 3 to 5 bullet points that you want to share in your video, and then ending with a call to action and an end screen. So from a production standpoint, instead of just getting in front of a camera, putting it on haphazardly, and starting to blabber on about things that maybe are not relevant to that target keyword, we teach you some of those scripting techniques and making sure that your video production is actually going to look professional. The third module that we go through is post-production, which includes editing as well as uploading to the channel. So making sure you're being efficient with those processes, making sure you're actually inserting those keywords where they matter most, and also making sure that you're using things like pacing and pattern interrupts in your editing process. And even if you don't have an editor yourself, we'll teach you how to outsource the editing overseas so that it's still affordable. This could not be more relevant for everybody online right now. Last but not least, we talk about profit and promotion. So how do you actually get your videos out there? How do you turn viewers into buyers? All of those basic things for once the video is uploaded, then what do you do with it? Do you email it out? Do you post on Instagram? We teach you the exact step-by-step formula to be able to make it most effective and get the most bang for your buck so that you can turn those viewers into buyers. So that's the video growth course, which again, we will also link below this video. And those would be beyond that. This next coming week, I'm putting out some time in my schedule to talk with people specifically about their needs, their goals, their challenges, etc., and how we can help work together to solve them. So if you want to hop on a strategy call, I'm more than happy to do that. Those would be the 3 options that I have available to help support new and incoming and just people that are like, okay, cool, I see the benefit of YouTube. I see that the data and the metrics are up right now. If you want to talk about how that applies to your specific business, let's hop on a call and I'd be happy to help you.
Yeah, awesome. So also, you've got a Facebook group. I'll put a link to the Facebook group below also. Are you still giving your overall quick profile, free profile breakdown when people join the group?
Yeah, so thanks for bringing that up. Yeah, so the Facebook group is called YouTube Marketing Mastery. Every single Monday morning, I go in there and I do a call-out post for all new and returning users to post their YouTube channels if they want a YouTube channel review. With those YouTube channel reviews, I do them 5 p.m. PST every single Monday, and I'll go in and I'll look at all the elements of your channel from an outside perspective. Now, every client and student that we work with, we're looking at the back end, the data and the analytics on the back end. But as somebody who's not, maybe you're not a client or student yet, I'll go in and just give you a professional audit essentially of what's happening on your channel. What are your biggest gaps in your strategy? Where are the missed opportunities? Where are the biggest growth opportunities? And things that, especially if you're new to YouTube, you might not be able to spot right away on your own. So yeah, that is every Monday in the YouTube Marketing Mastery Facebook group at 5 p.m. PST. I'm super excited for this next coming week because I'm sure there's going to be a whole influx of new people.
Absolutely. Well, thanks for your time, Liz. I mean, for me, extraordinary times at the moment. We need to do things differently. We need to do extra steps. Like with my community, I'm encouraging everyone to take overwhelming positive action. Positive thinking isn't enough. Waiting is certainly not good enough. Waiting will see you disappear. We need to take, overwhelming positive action. YouTube, in business generally too, we're in marketing. This is another marketing channel that most of the agencies I talk to don't know anything about. You should be giving yourself, 3 months every 3 months, give yourself another marketing channel. So this is definitely one that I think everyone can implement now. If you're seeing this after the fallout of coronavirus has all settled down, definitely think about implementing your business. It's working for us. We're generating leads out of our YouTube today.
and we've still only got a small audience, it's a lead generator. We don't look for AdSense revenue or any other sort of silly revenue like that. Silly for us. We've got a proper business. We've got digital marketing clients or digital agency clients. We are filling our database and our active campaigns database with new leads from YouTube specifically. So definitely look further into Liz's stuff. Thanks so much, Liz, for your time today. We'll put all the information in the comment section, first comment, and in the description below. And Liz, I look forward to our next sit down to share our stats from our channel.
Yes, thank you so much for having me. I am really excited to help support you, especially, and here's what I would love to leave on is, a lot of people think you need to have millions of views and millions of subscribers to make money, but I love what you just shared from YouTube specifically. If you're using it in an intelligent way to attract your ideal clients and to really educate and create those relationships with them by providing value for them first, it is one of the best platforms that you can ever invest in when it comes to lead generation. And so, if you're thinking, well, what if I put a video up and nobody watches it? That's totally okay. We've had clients come in and they posted 2 videos, brand new channels, and they have booked $7,500 clients, $3,500 clients within the first 30 days. It all comes down to your messaging and your marketing and the way that you're actually targeting the right types of keywords to pull in the right types of traffic to your marketing and sales funnels. So thank you so much for sharing that. And thank you so much for having me on today. I really appreciate it.
One of the best things I've done this year is meet Liz. So thanks so much, Liz, for your time and helping us out so much. It's been amazing.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, Liz. Wow, what an amazing session. So many insights and ideas that we can apply today to start generating leads for our business from our YouTube channels. As I mentioned in the video, all Liz's details are in the description below and in the comments below. If you'd like to find out more about what she does, make sure you click through and chat to her. If you've got any questions relating to this video at all, please put them in the comments below. I'll get in touch with Liz again and I'll make sure she comes back and answers all the questions that you might have for us. If you think this will help anyone in your community, your business community, including your clients, including maybe colleagues who are in digital marketing also, please share the video with them. From my side too, I'll put a couple of links down below about how we serve digital agencies just like yours. We have a Facebook group you might be interested in where we pull together a lot of strategies and a lot of ideas from, colleagues in digital marketing, from business coaches in digital marketing, from fellow digital agency owners. So I'll put a link to our Facebook group also, which may be of interest. And also, if you'd like to have a chat directly, I'll put a link in below on how you can contact us directly. Tell us a little bit about your agency, and one of my digital business specialists will be in touch to see how we can serve you. So that's it from me for now. I really, really hope you enjoyed all the wisdom around YouTube marketing that Liz had to share, and I'll see you next week.